in today's thought of the day, let's discuss the science behind, forming habits. Now, let me ask you once again, raise your hand if you have ever promised yourself that you'll wake up at 5 a.m. and by 5:15 you'll go for a walk, but instead you hit snooze. Or let's say many of you, I was also one of them. Thank you for acknowledging. Times are changing, but yes, I was one of them. Or how many of you downloaded a meditation app, used it once, and now it just sits there judging you from your phone screen? Okay, thank you. Now, see, here's the thing, we are not lazy actually. We're just human beings trying to build habits the wrong way. I love this beautiful metaphor that habits are the roots that hold the tree of success in place. Think about it. A banyan tree doesn't grow overnight, but those roots, they are working 24 by 7, even when we can't see them. So, your morning chai routine, scrolling Instagram before bed, or automatically reaching for your phone during ads, these aren't just random actions. They are actually your roots. The question is, are they growing, or are you growing that tree you want? So, let me tell you about something fascinating discovered by Charles Duhigg. Every single habit, from biting your nails to Virat Kohli's pre match rituals, follow the exact same pattern. How cool is that? And the pattern is cue, routine, reward. So let's break this down with something we all know. Let's say the evening chai habit. The cue, it's 4 p.m. You feel that afternoon energy dip. The routine, you walk to the kitchen, make yourself a cup of tea, and reward that warm, comforting feeling plus the caffeine boost. So your brain has learned 4 p.m. tiredness is equal to chai time is equal to feel good. It's that simple. But here's where it gets interesting. The same loop controls everything. The teenager who actually opens Instagram after every meal, the uncle who reaches for his wallet whenever he sees samosas, and the student who procrastinates by cleaning their room before every exam. Same loop, different habits. And now, why does our brain love habits so much? That is the question. And because our brain is basically like that friend who always try to save battery on their phone. Think about when you learn to drive. Remember how exhausting those first few lessons were? I remember I was learning in winters. Still, you can say I was perspiring, all the way through. Mirror, clutch, gear, indicator, brake. Your brain was working overtime. But now you can drive while singing along the Bollywood songs, planning dinner, and judging other drivers' parking skills all at the same time. And that's the magic of habits. They free up your brain's processing power for more important decisions, like whether to order biryani or dal chawal for lunch. So, here's something that might surprise you. That famous 21 days to form a habit, it's not exactly true. It never worked for me. Whenever, I begin something new, I have to keep on doing, keep on reminding myself that I have to do it. So research actually shows it actually takes anywhere from 21 to 66 days, depending on the complexity. Even these sessions, when we started, there was a challenge, waking up, starting, getting ready at so early. But now it's cool. It has already The habit has already been formed. So, in one of the sessions, we asked you to discuss glasses of water after waking up. So, it's maybe 3 weeks. So, learning to exercise for 30 minutes daily, it could be 2 months. But here's the beautiful part, somewhere between 15 and 25, something magical happens. That voice in your head that used to argue, do I really need to do this today? Starts getting quieter. The habit begins to feel normal. So it's like learning to love filter coffee. First sip, this is bitter. But by the 100th cup, you can't imagine starting your day any other way. So now, let me share the most powerful habit building technique I know, habit stacking. So instead of trying to create habits from thin air, attach them to something you already do automatically. The formula is simple. After I, then say the existing habit, I will, and the new one. So let me give you some examples that actually work. For students, it can be after I sit down at my study table, I'll write down 3 things I want to accomplish today. For working professionals, it can be after I finish my morning tea, I'll read 1 page of a book. And for parents, after I put the kids to bed, I'll write 3 things I'm grateful for. So the genius here, you're not fighting your brain, you're working with it. You're using the momentum of one automatic behavior to launch another. So, all right, now it's time to stop being passive listeners and become active habit builders. So, I want everyone to do this right now. No excuses, no, I'll do it later. Step one, pick one habit you want to build, just one. Please think over it. Maybe it's 10 minutes of journaling, doing 10 push ups, or calling your parents once a week. Write it down, please. Step two, choose your trigger, an existing habit you already do without thinking. After I brush my teeth, after I have my morning chai, after I close my laptop for the day, write this down too. Then, step three, this is your commitment for the next 7 days, not 30 days, not forever, just 7. I want you to track it. Put a check mark. Somewhere you'll see it. And who's willing to share their habit and trigger with the person next to you? Go ahead. Let's see the accountability. We were talking about the accountability partner. So accountability starts now. So please, if anybody willing, please put it in the chat box. What is the habit and what is the trigger you have selected, right? Please, I'm giving you a few minutes for that. You can definitely put it in the chat box. Cool, Preeti ji. Great, Mallika ji. Wow. Wake up at 4 a.m. Cool. Even I am trying that. Not done it with. Journaling before sleeping. Cool. So, before we end this, I want you to remember something profound. You're not trying to build a habit. You're becoming the type of person who does that thing naturally. Or see, once as we have put in this the trigger and all, I would say one more insight I would love to share with you. Why do we want to build that habit? Attach your why to. And that why, if that habit is very important for you, keep a why that is bigger than the habit. For example, all these years, building a habit of going for a walk was a struggle for me. Yeah. I knew it was important, but somehow, I'll wake up. and then snooze, and I'll go back to sleep. Then one day, what I did, I put my why attached to it. And that was that if I want to have success in life, I need to exercise. And of course, at that point of time, for me, success was earning more money. So that means it's as simple as that. If I want to earn more, I have to go out and exercise, go for a walk. And for me, I would say that did the trick. So some of you who might be procrastinating for creating videos might say, if I want to grow in my business, I must create videos. So it can be any why, right? So try doing that to including with that. Make your why or include that why of yours, which is much, much bigger than your habit. And I'm sure you'll succeed in building that habit. So, anyways, as we say, every small action is a vote for the person you want to become. And those votes, they compound. So your call to action is simple. For the next 7 days, show up. Not perfectly, not dramatically, just consistently. Because habits aren't built in moments of motivation. They are built in moments of commitment. And as we said, when you want to begin something, yes, you need to be motivated. But when you want to continue it, convert it into a habit, you need commitment and consistency. So the roots are ready to grow. The tree of your success is waiting. So why not? Let's begin today. And with that thought, thank you, everyone. Thank you for joining us. Thank you.